Jesus that picked me up, turned me around, placed my feet on solid ground. It wasn't U.S. Bank, it wasn't Pentecostal, it wasn't Baptist, it wasn't non-denominational, but it was Jesus the Christ, the lily in the valley. I got my rock to remind me that he brought me out, he brought me through, and if he did it yesterday, he'll do it today. Get you a rock and remember him that hung there and died for me and your sin. Early Sunday morning, he got up with all power. He got up with resurrection power. He got up with all power in his hand. Say yeah to the Lamb of God. Say yeah to the Son of God. Yeah, Mary's baby, born in a manger, but now he's King of Kings, Lord of Lords. I'm glad about it. Whatever I go through, he's bigger than that. Whatever they talk about me, he got my back. Take my name out, scandalize my name. Jesus covered me with the blood, and I'm glad about it. Yeah. To the Lamb of God. He is my rock. In the weary land. Let me tell y'all something. All this month, I had to stop listening to some of my favorite pastors on YouTube because they still look at slavery in the wrong way. And I can't believe that pastors do that. Evidently, you got the wrong interpretation of the Bible and of God's plan. Let me tell you what slavery do.
Okay, talk to us.
It's got its own part. It has its own part that it plays in life. Because here's the thing. Everything, good or bad, serves a purpose in God's plan. And think about it. Stop and think about it. Y'all saying, Pastor tripping. Trouble. It's here for a reason. How many of y'all be in church today if you ain't never got in trouble? If you ain't never had hard times, you ain't never been sick, you wouldn't even be sitting in here. Because just about everybody in here done been hit either by trouble, hard times, or sickness. Or my bishop, her uncle said all three. So that's the reason why you in here. And check this out. The reason why I wanted to preach this sermon because I said, you know what? Black folks done got ignorant. They done forgot. These churches ought to be full of color folk. But guess what? Because now they got a little education. Now, it was a time you couldn't even go to school. Black people had to sneak and have school. Now all of a sudden you got your little education. You got your little 3, 4, 5 car garage. You got the truck and you got the car and all that. You got the bank account. You just forgot all about God. God on the back burner. That's sad. When I look at Saturdays and Sundays, I look at, you can't even pass by a park now. The parents got all their children out here practicing football. Because football, the league done took over now. The league is people's God now. And these children, these parents out here that they couldn't make it. So now they out here got the kids, the grandkids. They trying to get rich and get famous through the child. And guess what? Who is going to see everything happening to? The children, the babies. You can't make a God out of them children. You need see. Go back and read Joshua chapter 4. They piled these bricks up, these 12 stones represent each tribe. They stacked them up so that when the children came up curious, children asked a lot of questions. What are these stones for? Sit down, let me tell you. Boy, God brought us from a long way. But I'm going to tell you what happened then, and it happened now. The older people so busy trying to make a life for the children, let them tell it. Some of them trying to kick it themselves. They had babies when they were babies, and they trying to kick it. But then some of them out here trying to work, mama and daddy out the house trying to work to make a better life for the children. and forget all about to tell the children about God. That's what done happened. And it is not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. And so when I passed by, I just said a little prayer, keep on moving. Because these children ought to be here like these children, singing praises unto God. Ain't nothing wrong with going to college. Ain't nothing wrong with getting married. Ain't nothing wrong with living in a 5-4-car garage house. But you need to keep God first. And I'm opening the doors of the church. Guess where I got this rock from? West Virginia. When we went to Virginia Beach, I always stop and I'll take a little rock or take a little souvenir and bring it home. And when I was preaching, when I was preparing for the sermon, and the Lord told me to get a rock, do some didactic teaching. Didactic teaching is demonstration. And I turned around and I said, ooh, I got that from West Virginia. And